Hey, what's up everybody? It's Danny Lightning. We're gonna go do some Showdown racing today. Alright, that should be pretty fun. I'm just kinda not in the mood for live racing today. I'm not really feeling that good. I woke up, I just have no energy. I'm half asleep. So, anyways, let's go find the Showdown. We got the 150 wild card going today. We got a supply cup up, which is cool. I'll do that later. That's probably yesterday's crew cup. Yeah, that's from yesterday. Alright, so let's find this Showdown. I'm going to go ahead and pick my Bugatti Chiron because that's about the only one I have that can... That's actually the only car I do have which can go in the event. Hey guys, how's it going? It's hard to hear? Like, the volume's not loud enough, or what's the deal here? Hey Hugh. Hey Roy. How you guys doing? It's cracking. Sometimes it does that and I can't figure out why it's cracking. I don't know what the deal is. It's really weird. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully, does that fix it? Does it sound okay now? I used two phones for this, and I had the volume turned way up on the other phone, so that would definitely cause some problems. I apologize. Yeah, I don't know what causes the cracking. It's really weird. When the video goes live on Facebook, not Facebook, when the video goes live on YouTube and I play it back like as a normal video, the cracking and stuff is gone. So it's I think it's something with YouTube. I don't know. I can't figure out why it does that. I should probably try and contact their customer support or something and see what they say, because it's very strange. Yeah, let me close the stream down and restart it. I did change one thing in the settings, so that might be making it worse. So hold on a second here. Unless I can change the settings from this. Nope. Cannot. Alright, hold on a second. Let me restart the thing. Okay, so hopefully this helps. I don't know if it will or not. I know last week everybody said it was fine. I changed the latency so it's we got a little more latency now. So that should make it a little better, I hope. Alright. Is it still cracking? Hey, what's up, Michael? Hey, Annie. How you guys doing? That last guy beat me up pretty bad. I can't figure out what causes that. It's either the app I use to stream, but this is the only app I found where I can actually cover up my player ID. I really think it's a YouTube problem. Maybe YouTube doesn't like the app I'm using, but what would be the fastest car for the Showdown? I'm pretty sure it's actually the Chiron. There's some sort of new car in there you can buy. I actually don't know how fast that is, so I'm not sure about that one. But if you bought that, you'd have to buy all the parts to get it in here. So I think the Chiron's probably most people's best bet. But I mean, truth is, whichever car you have that's upgraded the most and runs the fastest time is pretty much the one you should use. Hey, what's up, Squally? How did I go YouTube famous? I don't know if I'm really famous, but I just made videos and people watched them. That's about all I can tell you. What kind of surprised me was I made one CSR2 video and it got all kinds of views on the first day. I made another one and the same thing happened, so I said, you know what, I guess I'm going to start making CSR2 videos. And I don't know, it just happened, I guess. I don't think I'm famous yet, but my channel keeps growing, so that's pretty cool. I got a couple other channels, but they're going a lot slower. Oh man, come on, we froze up here. There we go. Sometimes it takes a while. Right now I'm trying to get my War Robots channel going, but that is a pretty new channel. I've only been doing that for like 2 months. I think I'm up to like 160 subscribers on that one. And me and my friend wants to start a new channel with me. He wants to do some like goofy, funny stuff where we made one video for it so far, and it was pretty funny. We played it back and we laughed. So if he can commit to coming over here at least once a week to make a weekly video, we're probably going to start that other channel. What car are you using, Squally? And if it has too many wins, you get pushed into lobbies where everybody's running faster than you, and then you got to retune the car and make it slower to kind of reset your tune. War Robots is a lot of fun. I actually have a video on how to reset your tune if you don't know how. There's a couple ways to do it. Alright, the Veyron, the Bugattis don't really beat Dyno Time. They're not great live racing cars unless you're actually swapping with somebody where you trade wins back and forth. If you're trying to live race, alright, the Mono is a really, really good live racing car. If you got it tuned right, that thing should destroy the dyno time. But once you get too many wins, after I think 10 wins or so, it'll start pushing you into faster lobbies. The next 10 wins, you get pushed into a faster lobby, and eventually you can't win anymore. So you've either got to lose a whole bunch of races, or you've got to retune the car and make it a lot slower, lose like 5 races, and then let it set for about a week. Then retune it, and it's good again. Hey Hugh, I don't know, buddy. A lot of people, everybody asks a lot of questions, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad for asking questions. That's how we learn stuff. But yeah, that Mono is a cool car. And we got some issues going on here today. There we go. Last night I was trying to live race. It was a nightmare. It kept freezing after almost every race. I did not like it. And it looks like I just got beat up pretty bad on this Showdown race. That's what happens though. He ran a 7.8. I really wish they would match you with people who ran a similar dyno time. I don't know why they don't. It's weird. I hate how they match you with going by just how many trophies you have. But that's what they do. Not much we can do about it, I guess. No thank you, but I will have to buy some gas here in a few minutes. I never upgrade my milestone cars unless they're really good. Pretty much, probably like 90% of the cars I have just sit there and look pretty. Most of the fastest cars are always paid, so you almost always gotta buy something to get the new fastest car, and they constantly change it too. So if you do happen to buy the fastest car in the game, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, there's probably going to be like 5 or 6 other cars that become faster. Yeah, that's as long as you can make it beat dyno. I mean, supposedly like a 9.8 would be at the fastest part of the 9.8 lobby. I never really pay attention to that. I just tune my car to make it, you know, I just give my car the best tune and then I go into a lobby. I don't really worry about if it's tuned to like the faster part or the higher part of the lobby. If your car beats dyno time, it'll usually do really good in live racing, no matter how you have it tuned, as long as you got it tuned right. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, I remember, Hugh. I remember. I'm just saying everybody asked some questions. But yeah, loyalty resets. Pretty much when the 10x chance is gone, it goes back to silver crates that don't have a specific car you can pull. But yeah, the loyalty resets every time a new 10x chance comes up. It would be nice if it didn't reset, but every once in a while you'll find some crates that don't reset, but they usually always do. They want you to buy silver keys, you know, they want people to spend money on stuff. Most of these mobile games are designed towards making revenue. Yeah, saving up silver keys is the best thing you can do. My goal is to hit 10,000, but that's going to take forever. I think I'm up to like 6,000 something, but I mean it's taken like over 2 years of being extremely stingy with my keys to make that happen. No, I didn't race Showdown actually. I did like the first 4 or 5 races. I hit my first live player and he beat me and then I stopped. So today is the first time I'm really on Showdown with the live players. Now I was having a heck of a time trying to live race yesterday. Like I could not, every time I would cross the finish line, it's like the game would just completely freeze up. I'd have to close the game down and restart it. But I think I saved up about 1,800 keys. Like I stopped using my silver keys completely for 2 or 3 seasons. I saved up about 1,800 and I was really lucky because at that time the tricks usually seemed to work really well. I would do about 3 pulls a season. I would always get usually get 2 or 3 of the cars every time within 3 pulls. So that allowed me to keep saving even more. Nowadays, it doesn't seem like the tricks work as good as they used to. Yeah, 15 pulls. You gotta have 15 pulls. 50 keys times 15. I think it's 750 keys. Guarantees you to get the milestone, not the milestone, the Prestige Cup car every season. I think they give out between, you should be able to earn between 500 and 600 keys every season if you do a lot of live racing, you do all the daily stuff. If you belong to a crew that collects prizes, you should get 500 to 600 keys a season. But it takes 750 to get the Prestige Cup car, so but if you're lucky and it doesn't take you all 15 pulls every season, sometimes you can save some extras. Yeah, whoever you're racing, if you're in a 9.8 lobby and they're doing a 9.6, somebody figured out how to tune their car to beat dyno time by a lot. Some cars have like a cheater tune. I don't really know how you find that because I don't do the cheater tunes on my car, but I mean I have some cars that naturally beat dyno time by half a second. So some cars naturally beat dyno time by a lot, and those cars go in there and they blow away everybody else in the live racing lobbies. Like my Harkness Sesto Elemento, that thing kills people in live racing. Until I've won too many races, because like I said, pretty much every 10 races it'll push you into a faster lobby. Eventually you'll get into the lobby where you should be, and then it'll push you into one where you can't even win anymore. So basically, you're just getting put up against people who found a way to make their car beat dyno time by large amounts. Truthfully, I spend my gold to refill my gas all the time. That's about the only thing I actually spend it on. Unless there's like one of those deals where they put a really awesome car up for gold. Like I bought a couple of those Bugattis for 2,000 gold each when they were up. I really didn't need to, but I wanted them. Sometimes there's this really good 2,000 gold deals. Sometimes there's 4,000 gold deals. But for the most part, I might spend about 60 gas a day refilling my tank. There was a long time where I didn't spend my gas at all, but I probably refill my tank about 3 times a day now with gold. And then everything else I just save. Alright, let's try and go back into the Showdown since it glitched out on me. The best cars to use in the Tempest races. I actually have a video all about the boss times and what cars I use. Like, there's so many cars in the game right now, it's like they've been adding faster and faster cars, so I think some of the newer cars are capable of beating the Tempest races, but for Tier 1, this is what I used, okay? I used the Volkswagen Golf GTI for Tier 1. For Tier 2, I used the Porsche Boxster 718. For Tier 3, I think I originally used... What did I use for Tier 3? Oh yeah, I used the Ford Mustang GT Premium, and after I got Amelia's LBM4, I used that to finish off the next couple sets of Tempest races. For Tier 4, I started off using the Nissan GTR R35 that you can buy in the dealership, and then I switched to the Mustang HPE 750 once I pulled one of those. I think I did have to end up using the LB NSX for the final speed trap on Tempest 3 Tier 4 because I didn't quite have enough parts in my HPE 750 to make it fast enough to beat that speed trap. And for Tier 5 Tempest races, I used the Lamborghini Huracan with 3 stars. For the most part, you can buy all of those cars in the dealership and strip them to get more parts. So those ones are actually really good to get and use because a lot of the cars are really hard to get stage 6 parts. Some cars are even really hard to get fusion parts for. So if you can get a really fast car that you can buy from the dealership, that's usually the easiest to use for the Tempest races, just because you can get the parts from buying and stripping. I think there's something like 400 cars in this game. It would be super hard to list all of the cars that beat Dyno Time, but there's a lot of them. Which cars do you have, Squally? When you say the orange Mustang, what do you mean by that? Are you asking about the HP E750 or are you asking about the GT Premium Mustang? Yeah, there's so many brands in this car now, in this game nowadays. It's kind of hard to get parts for a lot of things. Try and get your mono all the way up to stage 5. Most of the time, some cars don't perform very well until you hit stage 5. But the mono is a really, really good live racing car if you have it tuned right. I don't know if it's good at stage 5. Most cars are. I know the BMW M5 competition, that's the first car I've ever seen at stage 5 that runs like complete crap. Alright, Michael, have yourself a good day, and thank you. Yeah, buy more Audis. If you're having a hard time getting Audi parts, yeah, there's one or two you can buy in the dealership, I think. Buy those and strip them. Sometimes showdowns are rough. I don't really worry too much about maxing cars out. I'm happy if I get it to stage 5, throw a lot of fusions in there, and even if I got 2 or 3 stage 6 parts, that's good enough for me. The only cars I'm actually worried about maxing out are anything that's going to do like a 7.0 or faster. I would like to max that out. But most cars, they can still do great for live racing or almost anything without maxing them out completely. Now for Tempest 3, whatever cars you're using for that, you almost have to have them maxed or at least close to it. Yeah, Nicholas, those parts are crazy, crazy hard to get. That's one of those things, like if I had one of those cars, I wouldn't even bother to try and upgrade it because those are extremely rare to get parts for. There's a lot of cars that can beat Shax. Shax is actually really easy to beat. You just have to get a car fast enough. I'll tell you though, the Ferrari F12 or the Hurricane, you can buy one of those in the dealership, buy it and strip parts. That's what I did originally. That's what I used to beat Shax. I don't remember if I used the F12 or if I used the Huracan, but I used one of those and it tore up Shax after I stripped enough to get parts. Oh, to beat Victor Kid. I don't remember which one is Victor Kid. Is he on the first set of bosses or was he a Tempest boss? Hey Joe, unfortunately, I can't figure out what makes my voice glitchy, but it does that somewhat often when I live stream. Now, like, after YouTube processes this as a regular video and I go back later to watch it, my voice sounds fine. So I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if it's a problem on YouTube. I don't know if it's the app I'm streaming with or what, but it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, T4 Tempest is the hardest. For some reason, they made Tier 4 a lot harder than the rest of them. Hey, what's up, Exo King? How you doing? Yeah, that Miata, I don't know why they make us run that Miata. I can't stand that. I think we got another glitch here. It's not finding anybody. Oh, okay, so you're not on Tempest. You're just trying to beat the first Tier 4 boss. I think I used the Nissan GTR for that. Easy to get parts for because you can buy and strip more of them. That Nissan GTR is actually a really good car if you're, that was a great first Tier 4 car for me. I beat the first set of Tier 4 bosses and I beat the first set of Tempest bosses with that Nissan GTR without any stars. It was the one I bought from the dealership. I haven't even upgraded my Bentley convertible. I don't even know if that thing's any good or not, but I don't really like it. I think it shifts really fast or something. I'm barely even paying attention to if I'm winning or losing these races. I'm just racing and mainly looking at chat here. Am I doing good? I have no idea. That's pretty bad. Alright, let's see where I'm at now. I know I was around 500 trophies earlier. I'm up at the 593. Okay, I guess I'm doing okay still. I've gone up. I should be way higher than 600, but the R8s are cool cars, but if I were you, I would start buying and stripping and try and get that GTR upgraded. The 3-star one's pretty cool. They're good at live racing. They can earn you some decent amounts of... They can earn some nice respect points if you don't have a good live racing car already. Alright. Let's beat this guy. Come on. I wish these Bugattis would beat their dyno time, but they don't. Yeah, I heard that BMW competition was really good for Tempest. I had a really hard time on Tier 4 Tempest. There was another recent car somebody said was able to blow through Tempest 4 like it was nothing. Don't quote me on this, but I almost think they were saying it was that Cadillac. There's only one Cadillac in the game. I think that was it, but don't quote me on that. If you want the Shaxx car, make sure you run at least, I would say, 0.2 of a second faster than his current time. Shaxx car is not very good though, so if you get it, don't be disappointed when it's not great. It's cool to have it. It's cool to be like, hey, I got this car in my inventory, but I made the mistake of putting a bunch of parts into the Shaxx car. I wish I wouldn't have done that, actually. It's probably I think it's like the slowest Tier 5 car in the game, or in the top 5 slowest Tier 5 cars. It is nice to have them though. Everybody's beating me now. Matchmaking for what? Live races or for the showdowns? What are you talking about there, Joe? Showdowns matchmaking goes by how many trophies you have. It has nothing to do with your dyno time, unfortunately. The best Tier 5 boss car is definitely going to be the Harkness Sesto Elemento. That thing is a beast. Venoms are super cool, but they're really hard to get parts for. Last time there was a Venom for sale, I bought one with like 4,500 gold or something. And then I realized I don't have any Stage 6 parts for it, and I hardly have any Fusion parts for it. So, it's cool to have it in my garage, but it's not even worth upgrading. I think I had... Oh, come on. I didn't abandon that race. Did you guys see me abandon that race? Because I didn't. I was there for the whole thing. I think the race abandoned me. But the Venom's really cool. It's actually a great car if you can get parts for it. That's the problem. I don't think there's any crates available for any of those cars they have for sale right now. So most of those cars in there, you can't get parts for them. I don't understand why they're going to sell something if they don't have the part crates available. The best car to lock in for Tempest 3 Tier 4? I mean, I guess it depends on what you have. The Mustang HPE 750 does really good. I guess the BMW Competition does really good. Of course, you're going to have them very close to maxed out. Alright, whatever car you use needs to be really close to maxed out. It needs to have a fast 0 to 60 time. It needs a fast 0 to 100 time. It needs to have a high top speed over, I think... What was it? Was it 260 miles per hour you had to hit? I can't remember what that last speed trap is, but it just needs to be a really fast car with a good 0 to 100 time and a good top speed. The Porsche 911 Carrera is really, really cool. That's a Tier 3 car though. I might be on a losing streak here. It might be time to stop the showdown if I keep losing. I think I got this one. Yeah, Tempest 3 Tier 4 is very hard. I don't know what cars you have upgraded, but not just any car can do it. I'm not really sure if that Porsche can beat Tempest 3 or not. It's a really good car. I'm really not sure how good that one is, Hugh. I don't know if the Tier 4 Porsche would be good or not, actually. I'm not really super familiar with that car. One thing though, if you do lock in a car that's not working for you, you can always change cars. It does cost gold. I had to change cars twice when I was doing Tempest 3, Tier 4. Oh yeah, that Lotus. I heard that. Yeah, that Tier 4 Lotus. I did hear that does really good on the Tempest races. I wish I knew what the 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 times were for Tempest 3, but I just can't remember. I don't remember what the speed trap was either on the Tier 4 one. No, my Bugatti's very far from being maxed out. This should do a 7.5 if it was maxed. Mine does like an, I don't know, an 8.2 or an 8.1 or something. I actually pulled a bunch of parts off of my Bugatti so I could max out that Cento Diaci. I think I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, 260. That's right. It's got to do over 260. Thank you. You are very correct on that. So you need to have a overall time that beats the boss's time. You got to do over 260 miles per hour for the speed trap. And then there's the sprint race, which it should be a 0 to 100 race. The mono, Hugh, is that the mono? Doing it in 0.5? I know the mono runs a crazy fast times. I know the Ford GT, the Legends car, that does crazy fast in 0 to 60 and 0 to 100. Yeah, if your Lotus isn't maxed, it's not going to be a good car for you to lock in. Because your car usually needs to be very close to maxed out in order for it to beat the boss time. So, if you don't have a car that's fast enough, just wait. Don't lock anything in yet, or you might end up having to waste some gold to change cars. Alright? Wait till you have a car which is fast enough, and then lock it in. I waited about... It took me almost a year before I did Tempest 3. Because I waited and I waited and I waited patiently. And finally, one day, I got a car that was fast enough. I don't think cars do that in real life. This game isn't super realistic. Cars don't go over 400 miles per hour, and cars don't do 0 to 60 in half a second. That would be crazy. Imagine riding in one that did. That would be insane. I think your eyeballs would pop out of your head. Nah, I guess my audio's kind of skipping or something. It does that sometimes. I don't know. I can't figure out what causes it. It's either a problem with YouTube or the app I'm using to stream. That was a close one. Yeah, the white one's actually faster. The blue one's a lot harder to get, but the white one's faster. I don't know why they did that. It seems like they would have made the blue one faster since it was a bigger prize. Showdowns can be pretty hard if you don't have a really fast car. There's a lot of people with much faster cars than me. Yeah, if I don't have a highly upgraded car, I just skip the showdowns because I mean, I might do a couple races because you do get some prizes even if you lose for the first so many races, but I might do like 30 or 40 races even if I'm losing, but after that I just quit. I just collect whatever free prizes I can and say, cool, time to move on. What's up, Exo King? You never know, you might end up liking that car. It shifts really fast though, doesn't it? I drove it on one of those daily battles and it seemed like it shifted crazy fast. It seemed like it was hard to drive, the Bentley convertible. But maybe not. The C63 AMG, nah, it's not that really that great. It's a cool car, but it's not one of the better cars. The C63, that's what, a tier 2 or a tier 3 car, right? I hope we're thinking about the same car here. Maybe I might be thinking about the wrong car. I know there's one AMG with a C something in front of it. That's a lousy car. There's the C63, and then there's the black edition as well. I think they're good cars, but yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. The black edition is pretty cool. From what I remember though, the Evo points don't really get that high, so it doesn't win a lot of points in live racing, but I have the AMG C63 Black Edition and I enjoyed driving it. I just think the Evo points didn't get high enough for live racing. I don't know if it was a good live racing car or not, but do you have the ANS 110 Veyron? That's the fastest one. I have a video somewhere on my channel that shows you the fastest Veyrons. I can't remember offhand which ones are the fastest in which order, but I know the 110 ANS Bugatti, that blue one, if you won that car, that's the fastest out of all the Veyrons. But most of them all run a very similar time. They all run right around the 7.5-ish. Some may be slightly faster, some a little slower, but it's weird how similar in times they all ran. But yeah, look for that video. Go to my page and just type in like fastest Veyrons or something. You should be able to find that video that way. That'll tell you for sure which ones are fastest in what order. I had a video for the Veyrons and the Chirons. Oh wait. The 110 ANS was a Chiron, not a Veyron. I'm giving out dumb information here. Sometimes when you put in some fusion parts, it doesn't need retuned. Other times it does. But you can always try to retune it, I guess, afterwards. I always do, even if it doesn't tell me. There's actually a list that There's actually a list out there on Google Docs somewhere. It has every single car in the game listed, and it shows like their top speed and the dyno times and all kinds of stuff. I think it's called the... Maybe try and do a Google search for like CSR2 world record time sheet or something like that. Maybe you guys will be able to find it. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and shut the game down, and then I'm going to open the Line app and try and find that spreadsheet. Alright, let me quit this for a minute. I don't want to be in this room. Alright, let me find my bot. Where is my robot on the Line app? Got way too many friends on here. It should be before this. That's why I set my Line app so people can't even find me on here anymore, because too many people add me and try and talk to me, and I just can't keep up with it. Alright. So now I'm pulling up the spreadsheet. This has pretty much... Alright, I guess it's changed. It's going to resync it up. This has pretty much every car in the game on it. Like, it'll show you the dyno time, you know, the fastest time recorded on the car. There's actually videos of like different shift patterns and stuff. CSR2 world's fastest times and tunes. Maybe if you guys Google that, you'll be able to find the actual link for this. But let's see, Tier 4. Let's find this AMG C63. I know it's probably towards the end here. I'm trying to find that. The black version is the 68th slowest car. Is the regular one, maybe the regular one, I don't know, he's got two of them for the black series. There's number one, the 61 slowest and the 68th slowest. There's the there's a regular version and there's an LB version. But yeah, every car is on this sheet. The 2014 R8, that's a Tier 4 car, right? We can try and find it on here. I think that's actually a pretty cool car. I don't think it's one of the faster cars. Alright, let's look for that. I'm looking for... There's the 2014 Audi R8 V10 Plus Coupe. Says that'll do a 12.463. Alright, that's the fastest time recorded, is 12.463. And it does look like it beats dyno time, so it might be a decent live racing car. It may be a slow car, but it does look like it's beating dyno time. If you can drive that car correctly and it beats dyno time, it might actually be able to win live races. But yeah, Kurtz's Mustang, the Boss version of the HPE 750, that's one of the slowest cars in the game. Let's look for that. That Porsche 911 Carrera S4. That'll do a 10.229 completely maxed out. And if you click on where it says shift, that will actually take you to a YouTube video where it shows the person hitting that 10.229 time. 2014 R8 on Evo? That I don't actually know. Let's does it say Evo on this? Okay, hold on, let me go up to the top again. Evo points, yes, okay. Third row is Evo. On the R8 2014, let me find that again. And I have lost it. I know it was down here at the bottom. There it is. Oh, that says it's only going to get to 591 on the Evo. That's extremely low. That's going to earn really lousy points for live racing. If I click on info, I think it'll take me to some photos. Yeah, he's only got 591 or something on there. It's a little hard to see. All right, so yeah, that's not a great live racing car, I guess. The Audi, I must have been thinking of one of the other R8s. I do have one R8 that's pretty decent at live racing. Maybe it's not the 2014. You know, I wouldn't bet people for pink slips because there's too many people who can figure out cheater tunes. Somebody's calling me. I'll let them... Huh. I'm going to let them leave a message anyways. It's almost 10 o'clock, so it's about time for me to get out of here anyways, so... Anyways, you guys try and find this timesheet. But, I mean, that'll show you guys pretty much every car in the game. It's kind of a pain in the butt to find this. A lot of the times though, like the newer cars, it takes a while for them to get added on here. Like for example, it still says the SSC Tutara is one of the fastest cars. So I don't know when's the last time this has been updated. It might actually say somewhere, but it takes a while for the new cars to get put on here. Total cars, 413. Alright. February 15th was the last time it was updated. But it does take a while. Alright, it does take a while for the new cars to get added to this list. Let me see if I can figure out how to get a link for this. Share and export. I actually don't really know how to do... There we go. Copy link. So, let me try this. Let me try this real quick. I gotta try and find my own live stream here. I gotta try and find my own live stream here. Alright, let's see if you guys can get that. It doesn't look like it actually... Yeah, I'll try and leave a link. I don't think I can actually add it in at the moment. Let's see. Oops, what did I just do there? Anyways, yeah, I'll try and put a link into this video's description. So when this goes up live, I'll try and put that link in there. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this. It's about 10 o'clock, so I will catch you guys later. Thanks for coming and chatting with me. Well, I wasn't even paying attention to my races at all today. That's kind of why it's nice when you're not swapping on a live stream, because I was just racing the thing, not paying attention to what I was doing in game. I was just paying attention to you guys. That's much better than having to swap with somebody. But anyways, I will catch you guys later. Alright? See ya.